Hello everyone, my name is Jesse and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the return after 2 years. Etrian Odyssey. I can't believe it's been 2 years. There was a time where I heard a lot of Etrian Odyssey, so it feels like it hasn't been that long, but it's been that long, and I miss it. This is going to be two songs. We have Labyrinth 6 Redshift Corridor and Life or Death Struggle to Seize the Future. That's a great title. From Kalinin and Yeti Spaghetti. These are from the channel Benham. And just really quick, I just missed the soundtrack. I really enjoyed Etrian Odyssey. It's Yuzo Koshiro, of course. And I was deciding every now and then, very rarely, I'll do like what I call like a Jesse pick, and I'll just randomly choose something that appeals to me from my list. And I do them very rarely, but I was like, you know what? I haven't heard Etrian Odyssey in a while, but apparently it's been 2 years. So I'm excited, right? Shout out Lord Daddy for submitting a lot of those requests too. But this is it. That's the return of Etrian Odyssey 5, by the way. This is Redshift Corridor. Whew. I'm excited. Let's go. I don't have context on these. I didn't check either. This is also known as Dungeon 26F through 30F. Hello. Oh, okay. Sounds like Cyberpunk or something. Doesn't sound like the Etrian that I know, but I mean, that's okay. Sounds like a Nine Inch Nails song or something. It's 6 minutes. So I wonder if it's going to stay ambient. Totally different from what I'm used to. Seriously. Sounds way different. And it sounds newer. Like really modern. When was this uploaded? 8 years ago? At this moment I can't remember if I've done 5 before. Are we in space? Whoa, dude. This is bizarre. The description of this video. 6 stratum. Yes, we are in freaking space. Yes, it's also freaking scary. I mean, it really did sound like space to me. That's amazing. It's right here. I was trying to see if this was Yuzo Koshiro, and I saw that, which it is Yuzo Koshiro. I mean, it really does get off that space vibe. Oh, we have a bass now. Doing the same line. It sounds like the whole thing is being played like through an intercom or something, like communications on a ship or something. Ooh, that's sick. Slow burn of a song. Dude, the actual bass doing that sounds so good. I've never heard an Etrian Odyssey song sound like this. I'm glad I picked this. I have a feeling the next one's gonna be crazy different. Just because of the title. Going from the electronic bass to a bass guitar was such a smooth transition of a choice. God, it sounds so industrial though. Very Trent Reznor. What the hell? So, I have done quite a bit of Etrian Odyssey videos. I had an old member request almost nothing but that game. An old platinum member too, so they were like always expedited. And it's been a while, right? Like I said, it feels like it's been a while. I do not know December 2023 was the last time. Like that's crazy to me. It feels like it's only been a couple months, but what is time anymore? I still don't even know what the game is exactly. Like I know there's like a kind of a grid system. I forgot the name of this style of game, but it's definitely meant to like how do I put this? I could be really wrong about this too, but I don't think there's like action per se, like moving action. I think it's more of one of those like you're thinking and you're just kind of sitting there. I think, but the music has never sounded like this to me. It is Yuzo Koshiro, who obviously has quite a diverse palette, from Streets of Rage to just a bunch of stuff. But it has he's really showing his how broad it is, because even amongst Etrian Odyssey, that I would have never guessed that was Etrian Odyssey. I would have guessed maybe something like, what were those games I did recently, like the X series, like X3 or one of these like space simulators. That's the first thing that came to mind, is like outer space and just kind of in the void, RimWorld, stuff like that. I'm really glad I looked at the description, because it says right there we're in space. Because yeah, I mean he like totally nailed it. So if I had to guess, it's just like this space section. What's even crazier than that is the last time I actually even well, I don't know if it was the very last time, but the last time that I remember talking about Etrian Odyssey was, oh God, has it been that long? I think my very first VGM Vibes episode, when I did the forest themes, I put it in there. I put Etrian Odyssey in there. I don't know if it's come back since then. Either way, damn, dude. It's been a while. Either way. If this is, for some reason, your first time hearing Etrian Odyssey, take this with a grain of salt, but it doesn't normally sound like this. But I'm no expert either. I've only heard, 10 songs, 15 songs, something like that. So maybe this is normal and everything I've heard is kind of unique. It's different requesters too, so maybe they, like what they like right? So now I'm wondering, damn, what if I just had it wrong this whole time? And at this moment, I don't know if I've done 5 before, but jeez. That is interesting. Nothing really to say besides it had the ambience of space. They nailed that part. But I like the slow burn of it, of this hard-hitting percussion that comes 4 minutes later, and then going from electronic to just da-da-da-da, the actual bass guitar. That was really nice. It sounded very Nine Inch Nails, some stuff maybe older Marilyn Manson, or who else I can't think. But that sound, that era of music, that was cool and super different from Etrian Odyssey. This one, before the song title, says music, battlefield, life or death struggle to seize the future. First of all, sick name. Second, I see battlefield in there, so I'm guessing just by that we're going to have a little bit of movement here. And I'm not going to look at the description of this one. Not yet. This one's shorter, though. Life or death struggle to seize the future. I also don't know if these songs are connected whatsoever. This sounds different too. Damn, is Etrian Odyssey 5 very experimental? I'm looking it up now. I want to see what it looks like. Don't tell me this is a 3DS game. This is a handheld? Oh my gosh, bro. It's a handheld. Etrian Odyssey 5 Beyond the Myth. Full name. I'll read this later. I was going to say something in the first one, but I held off. But now I'm going to say it after this one, because now it really sounds like it. I'll wait till it's over. We have a full band sound now. Who's playing guitar? Alright, let's read the description. This is a battle theme. What an actual good battle theme where I could envision myself hearing this loop. Saxophone, of course. Bass again. Ooh, a piano joined right there. That was cool. It was a bass riff, and then a guitar joined in, and then the piano joined in, all doing the same thing. That was really neat. I miss hearing this game, dude. Even though I don't know anything about it. It just feels like part of the auditorium, you know what I mean? Guitar solo too. This is Atlas? Dude, Atlas Games with their music. My gosh. I could be wrong, but is it Atlas Sega? Or Sega Atlas? One of those two. Incredible. There it is again. Very nice mix too with the fade out and everything. Oh man, I love when YouTubers care. So, first thing that I was going to say in the original video, by the way, this song made that first video so much, or that first song so much cooler because of the huge contrast. If I can go from space to da 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 da, you know, like that speaks to me volumes. They both made each other really cool. I'm gonna just assume that they are not related whatsoever, though. So what I was gonna say in the first one is that it reminded me a little bit of Star Ocean, kind of. Just because I know Star Ocean sometimes, I don't know about all the time, but they sometimes takes place in space, and it had a little bit of a Matoi Sakuraba sound. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, but maybe not. It didn't sound that much like Star Ocean. This one sounded like Star Ocean. This one reminded me of one of my favorite songs I've ever heard on the channel from another Platinum member, Turn Arclight. That was, could be wrong, but I reacted to it. Star Ocean to the End of Time, and I think it was called Mission to the Deep Space. Very similar to this, and then that saxophone comes in, and it's just like one of the best sax lines I've ever heard. It had this spirit in there, so I was like, oh man, so it reminded me of that. Second thing I wanted to bring up was, again, Yuzo Koshiro and his like crazy diversity. Also, speaking of VGM vibes, when I did the desert theme, if you don't know what that is, VGM vibes is where I talk about like certain themes in games. So I talked about a bunch of desert themes from video games, and my number like one ranked desert song was Yuzo Koshiro from a game called Puzzle and Dragons X. And what I love about that song and that whole thing is a couple of things. For one, it's a game that no one's like even heard of. It was this really obscure handheld, and to this day, that video, like the original reaction, has like 800 views on it, which it just kind of tells me, like, you know, maybe just a lot of people haven't heard of it or anything, but to me, it's like the best desert theme ever. It's insanely good. And it's Yuzo Koshiro. And then reading all this, Etrian Odyssey is developed and published by Atlas. Atlas must have like one of the craziest track records of video game music in the world. Like, they're up there with Square. They're up there with who knows who else right now, but damn, dude. They just... So apparently this is a dungeon crawler RPG. That's what it's referred to as. I've heard that term before, and I don't want to look it up, but I guess that's what that is. This is from 2017. It's a 3DS game. Gosh, man, handheld. That's crazy. But also really cool. So yeah, that's all I saw. Didn't see the gameplay of it or anything. I just really missed the series. I hope it doesn't take another long hiatus. That's kind of a double-edged sword on the channel. Like, even though I'm familiar with the game, I'm really not. I don't know anything about this game except Yuzo Koshiro. And now Atlas, I'm gonna try to remember that. But it doesn't feel like it's been that long. It's so crazy to me. Anyways, really, really cool. I like the diversity. I'm glad I chose this one. I'm always nervous when I pick something myself because, I mean, I trust everyone that sends me something. And they don't know I'm picking it either. It's just for me, right? Because maybe I just want to hear something. But I'm always nervous, like, what if I pick something and that's going to be the one that I just don't, vibe with or something. Anyways, I'm talking too much. That was really, really cool. I loved both of them quite a bit. And I hope to hear and see more Etrian Odyssey in the future. And let me know if they're still making these games or are they done. Thank you to the requesters, which I don't know if I even mentioned, by the way. I don't remember. Kalinin and Yuri Spaghetti. I don't remember if I said that. But shout out to them. Thanks to everyone you see here. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy.